Hey, good afternoon, guys, and thanks for logging on to BAMWX.com. It's just about 1:20 here. Meteorologist Michael Clark giving you a special update this afternoon on the severe weather potential. You're taking a look at live radar and the latest tornado watch that has been issued across the area. And you can see that tornado watch covers a large majority of the area. And we'll kind of go over this real quick. You're going from Indianapolis to Terre Haute, Bloomington, just all of southern Indiana, essentially from I-70 south going up towards I-69 into Anderson and Muncie. And then you're extending over to Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Wilmington, Chillicothe, Cincinnati, and parts of northern Kentucky. Now, the original or the first part of this, what we're looking at is this area right here, which is this line of thunderstorms that has developed across the Indiana and Illinois border. This is going to move off to the east and to the northeast. Now, what's happening is to the southwest down here, that's where a very favorable or conducive environment for tornado genesis, if you will, to take place will advect into the area. Now, what I mean by that is when we look at this, you can see that there's these brighter colors working in. This is the significant tornado parameter. So what we look at is we start to see these conditions as the area of low pressure moves further east. This will start to work into the tornado watch area, and as this line of storms advances into the area, that's where the concern will start to come into play. So it's 1:22 now. You can basically bet these are going to be in Indianapolis by about 2:30 or 3 o'clock. They're going to go from Bloomington to Paoli to Evansville. But what we'll do is we'll time this out because some of the computer models are doing better than others, but none of them are doing really that great. All right, so we have to kind of use common sense with what's on radar, but at least try and give you an idea. So if I take this out here is by 4 to 5 p.m. Again, you can see that the model indicates there's something there, but if I go to a different view, a different computer model, there's just different possible outcomes. Now we know something is on radar. That's the bottom line. So we'll go back here and look. You can see the HRRR by 2 or 3 o'clock has scattered storms across Indiana, Bloomington, Jasper. And then as we take this forward, you can see as we go throughout the afternoon that these storms really start to blossom in coverage, especially across eastern and southeastern Indiana and getting into Cincinnati. This is by 7 p.m. And then as we continue here is 7, 8 o'clock. Here is 8 and 9. Watch this line of storms coming through. This is the main event on the state line around 8 p.m. from Lafayette, Terre Haute, Vincennes down to Evansville. This is an 8 p.m. time frame. Back it up. Let me show you 7 because I know you've got some stuff going on down in Evansville tonight, and there's that line of storms approaching during that time frame. So this tornado watch goes until 8, by the way. Now, as this moves through, wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour are going to be on the table, and you can see just a really big, nasty situation. I tell you, what's going to add to things that's already a problem is when you look at radar right now and you look at the precipitation that was observed this morning, you can see the legend here on the left-hand side. But some of these locations here along Interstate 70, have picked up, guys, 3 to 5 inches of rain. Even some suggestions near Charleston, Illinois of 6 inches of rainfall. So any additional rain is going to kind of irritate this entire situation. And I think there can be 2 rounds of it. I think there can be this round that you see right now, and then the main front, which is back out to the west. You can see the main cold front out there in Missouri. That'll be round number 2. So this one will sweep through into the tornado watch, and then this one will come through later. Possible watch extension or another severe thunderstorm watch later tonight cannot be ruled out. So with to top on that, to pile on that tornado watch, we do have a moderate risk for some severe storms tonight. Goes from Indy to Richmond to Dayton, Cincinnati, much of Kentucky, southern Indiana. And what's very, very interesting or rather rare for these parts is the probability of significant tornadoes. And that's where tornadoes can be the strength of EF2+. So that goes from Indy to Richmond, again, Columbus, Cincinnati, and all of southern Indiana for some strong tornadoes. So to sum this all up for you, here's what I want you to know, all right? You're going to have a line of storms in this general vicinity here, probably between 2 and 3 p.m., That's going to move off to the east in this general vicinity, probably between the hours of probably 5 to 6 p.m. Okay, and then after that round works out, round 2 will work in. You're going to have round 2 on the state line probably between 6 to 8 p.m., and then you're going to work in that into the central portion of the state probably sometime between 7 and 8, and then that's going to work further east, and you're probably looking somewhere around 8 to 9 for that main line of storms to work through. So that's kind of the latest thinking. Tornado watch till 8, moderate risk for severe storms. Make sure you check out our social media streams. I will be streaming updates. We'll be talking about tweeting warnings and watches and things like that. So keep an eye to the sky tonight. It could definitely become dangerous. We'll have more updates for you as necessary.